Hello everyone. Today what we're going to do is we are drawing this beautiful butterfly, but there's something special about this beautiful butterfly. This beautiful butterfly has symmetry, and here is that word, symmetry. Symmetry. For those who don't know what symmetry is when if you were to cut this butterfly in half, it is the same on one side as it is on the other. So it should be the same here and the same here. For example, I have a big green dot here. If there's symmetry, there will also be one here. If there's 1, 2, 3, 4 dots here, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. Colors are the same, everything exactly the same on both sides. In this world, there are hundreds, millions of things that are symmetrical, even a lot of shapes that we use. For example, triangles. If I cut it in half, it's symmetrical. It has symmetry. Squares, symmetry. They even have symmetry this way. Ooh. And the ultimate symmetrical object is the circle, because no matter where you cut it, it will always be the same on both sides. No matter how many places you cut it, it will always be the same and symmetrical. Okay, so for this butterfly, we'll go ahead and get started. I know you're drawing it, so there will probably be times it's not perfectly symmetrical. There might be little differences just because it is hard to draw things absolutely perfectly the same, but we will do our best. I'm keeping my paper in landscape sideways because this butterfly is a little bit longer than it is tall, and that is what I'm going to do. If you want to change it, you can give it a try. We're going to start with the body. So this is a kind of curved shape with a point on the bottom. I'm going to draw it pretty big because it is really the only thing on my paper. So I want to make sure it's the focal point. The first thing people see when I look at my project. Curve down, stop, make a little point, and then start curving up again. So it looks a little bit like a leaf right now. And you'll see that I'm kind of drawing light. I like to draw light, and then when I finally decide on a line, I will go in and make it a little darker. All right, got this shape. On top, I'm gonna put a little circle. And antenna. Since it's symmetrical, we'll have an antenna here and an antenna here. Curve to the side. You can pick what shape you want to put on the end of the antenna. I'm going to do a little dot. Some people do hearts. Some people make little triangle shapes. Really, whatever shape you want to do. Make another one because it's symmetrical. What's on one side will also be on the other. Ooh la la. The wings. The wings on the top are a little bit bigger than the ones on the bottom, or I would say they're a little wider and more squarey. These are sometimes a little bit more rounded. We're going to start at the neck. And we're going to go out straight line, start curving it to the side, out and curve. I'm going to keep curving, and I'm going to start coming back. This is down a little bit more towards the middle of the body, and I'm also going to stop a little bit before I touch the body. I don't want to touch the body. I want to stop a little bit before. Now, let's make it more symmetrical and make a matching one on the other side. We'll touch the neck again. We'll go up, 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 up. Start curving. Curve, 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 curve. And now, in. There we go. In. And remember, don't touch yet. Very nice. If it's a little different, that's okay. A lot of this will be disguised when we put a lot of patterns on it. Also, I have a lot of these little pencil lines because just that's the way I end up drawing a sketch. So if I have those, I'm just gonna erase them. Excellent. Now for the bottom wings. Gonna start where I left off, right here. I'm gonna go down and curve. I brought that line pretty far down, almost to about right here, not quite the bottom. Curve, and up, and touch. Kind of looks like the letter U almost right here. And symmetry, other side. Out, out, out. curve, 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 and up, up, oop, up. I made a little mistake there. That's okay. We all make mistakes. Mistakes are part of life. Luckily, we have an eraser. Ta-da! Butterfly. Okie dokie. Now the fun thing is you can design a wing pattern. The only rule to create symmetry, ooh, luxurious. Whatever you put over here, you will have to put over here. And whatever's here, you'll have to put here. So back and forth. I'm gonna leave the middle kind of alone. You're welcome to do that as well, but just remember, if there's like an eye here, there has to be an eye here. If there's something here, there has to be something here. So let's do a design. It can be shapes, it can be lines, it can be any kind of wing design you would enjoy. All right, let's design. Here is my design. You can really use anything you want. I did some lines, I did some shapes. Just keep in mind, if you do lines, I did 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Do keep in mind if you have to count your lines and make sure even the lines match. That creates perfect symmetry. And even if it's a little off, like I know that's a little closer than that is, that's okay. No one will notice. And I'm going to outline. And our last rule is, and then also keep in mind, guys, I'm sorry, try not to outline too fast like I did, because then I made a couple mistakes. That's all right. But if you have any big pencil lines left over, I like to erase those and pretend I just drew over them with my Sharpie like I normally would. Erase, 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 kind of get rid of those extra little pencil lines. Okay. When you color, which is our next thing, just make sure also symmetry. If this is green, that's got to be green. If this is blue, that's got to be blue. If that polka dot's purple, so is that one. You can't really mix it up if you want symmetry. Symmetry is always an exact copy of this side and this side. They are matching. They are perfectly matching and symmetrical. So remember that when you're coloring. The last thing you can add is a background. On this one I did swirls. On this one maybe I'll put some stripes in. It could be outside, it could be a pattern. I figured since I have a pattern on the wings, I'll put a pattern in the background. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy, or it can be really fancy. Depends on what you want to do. And once that background is done, we are done with our symmetrical butterfly. A butterfly with symmetry. Ta-da! I can't wait to see what y'all do. This is a super cool project. Symmetry is everywhere. You should really look around where you are even right now and think of things that are symmetrical. Find some things. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!